Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back. Jack Sanders, the owner of the Sanders Family Winery, will be the featured lecturer this Saturday at the Pahrump Valley Museum. Phil Huff explains.
Hi, Phil Huff from the Pahrump Valley Museum. I wanted to announce our annual lecture series for year 2014. This is going to be a really exciting year. We have 11 lectures, that is every single month except December. They're on the second Saturday at 1 o'clock at the museum, and they're free. Our first one for the year is this coming Saturday, the 11th of January at 1 o'clock, and our speaker is going to be Jack Sanders from the Sanders Family Winery. And if listening to him talk about Old Time Pahrump and him starting 2 wineries here isn't interesting enough, he's going to give away some wine. And so if you come in, we'll give you a ticket. It won't cost anything. And maybe you can take home a bottle or two. That'll be good luck. And also I want to go over a little list of some of the other speakers so you'll know. We're going to have Tom Husted from VEA. We're going to have Tim Hafen. We're going to have Bob Albus, who is the Friends of the Museum head. We're going to have Susan Sorrell from the Death Valley. We're going to have Roy Mankins, who most of you probably know. Rod Petit is going to be here, and Tim France, one of our board of director members, who is an expert on the land lay around here. So be sure and show up this Saturday, 1 o'clock at the museum on Basin Avenue. For any information, you can call 751-1970, and it's free. You can pick up a schedule of the entire year's events. See you there.
And let's join Deanna O'Donnell with your entertainment this week.
SeaWorld Bands, Barbecue, and Brew concert series may be down to just food and beer soon after Trisha Yearwood joins the list of artists canceling shows. Willie Nelson, Heart, Bare Naked Ladies, and Cheap Trick previously withdrew amid pressure from fans who signed online petitions, tweeted, and posted on Facebook pages demanding they not play at the Orlando theme park. Fans became upset after watching a documentary called Blackfish, which first aired on CNN in October. The film tells the story of the killing in 2010 of a SeaWorld trainer by an orca. It raises questions about the safety and humaneness of keeping killer whales in captivity. Sasheer Zamata will join Saturday Night Live this month, making her the first African-American female in the show's cast in 6 years. Zamata will make her debut on the late-night sketch comedy show on January 18th, when hip-hop star Drake is scheduled to host. The comedian has been honing her skills with the Upright Citizens Brigade in New York since graduating from the University of Virginia with a drama degree in 2009. Producers of the NBC show have been criticized for the lack of diversity since Maya Rudolph left the cast 6 years ago. The Porsche-carrying Fast and Furious star Paul Walker was speeding at more than 100 miles per hour when it crashed in November, killing the actor and a friend, according to the final coroner's report on the deaths. The 15-page report released Friday by the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office answered several questions that had been the subject of speculation about how Walker and racing team partner Roger Rodas died. The two men apparently did not live long after the high-performance 2005 Porsche Carrera GT, which was traveling at approximately 100+ miles per hour, slammed into a tree and a light post and then burst into flames. Walker, who shot to fame as a star of the high-octane street racing franchise Fast and Furious, was in the passenger seat of the car driven by Rodas. More than 80 movies and a handful of TV shows, including Titanic, Top Gun, and some seasons of Saturday Night Live, will no longer be available on Netflix for streaming through their site. The company's DVD customer, and it has about 7 million of them in the United States, will still be able to order the disc in the mail. A spokesperson for Netflix said the company routinely adds and deletes titles from its streaming service due to licensing contracts. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your entertainment this week.
Well, the weather has been unbearable back east. Let's join Chuck Coppola, who is back on air today from Chicago with today's first business brief.
This is the first business brief for Wednesday, January 8th. I'm Chuck Coppola. Janet Yellen has been confirmed by the Senate as Ben Bernanke's successor. Yellen begins her historic first term as first woman to chair the Federal Reserve next month. Much of it will involve managing the Fed's retreat from buying Treasury and mortgage bonds while keeping long-term interest rates low. More employees plan to change jobs this year. Career Builder reports 21% full-time workers plan to get a new gig in 2014. That's up from 17% last year. The survey found 18% of U.S. workers are not happy with their jobs due to stress and small, if any, pay increases. UAW members could soon get a bonus. Workers at GM, Ford, and Chrysler may take home a bigger slice of profits in 2014 thanks to the improving auto sector. UAW members were pressured to accept a contract that included profit sharing instead of a raise in base pay. That's the first business brief. I'm Chuck Coppola.
Well, today, News 46 got a up-close view of one of the many birds said to be living in the former Willow Creek golf course. The bird, which looks like a crane, was standing by the roadway when kids at Pahrump Valley High School were taking their lunch break. Well, folks, keep it here because we're going to have your weather with Noah Began right after these messages.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Wednesday, January 8th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 62 degrees, an average temperature around this time of year of 57 degrees. Winds were coming from the south at 2 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour. The UV index today was 3, which is moderate. Humidity was at 17%. Sunrise is at 6:56 this morning, and the record high in 1962 was 74 degrees. Tonight we'll have partly cloudy skies with a low of 32 degrees, an average temperature for this day in history of 39 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northwest at 2 miles per hour with gusts up to 4 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 42%. Sunset was at 4:46 this evening, and the record low in 1937 was 19 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have continued partly cloudy skies with a high of 62 degrees and a low of 30 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northwest at 12 miles per hour with gusts up to 22 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 27%. Sunrise will be at 6:55 a.m. and the UV index will be 3, which is moderate. For our 7-day forecast, we'll have clouds through the rest of this week. The sun will be coming out next week. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the low to high 60s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the high 20s to the low 30s.
Well, folks, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell, and from everyone up here at News 46, we hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.